Welcome back, my lovely listeners, to part 2 of episode 1 on Aman's Unfiltered, the wedding edition. If you thought the drama ended with decor decisions and budget blowouts, think again. In this half, we dive deeper into the crazy, the chaotic, and the completely unexpected. From maybe even runaway grooms to rogue guests who think they're running the show. We are still with our favorite wedding planners, Meghna, Sharan, and Neha, because clearly one part was just not enough. Let's get back into it. What was the most emotional moment you ever witnessed in a wedding that you've planned?
I always cry. I mean, it's not one, but always at the doli, like when the bride leaves, especially when you've had a good connection with the bride.
Yeah.
That's for me. Like that's at every wedding. I'm quite teary-eyed.
So
I'm not sure whether it's because yes, we're nearly done. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Guys, it's when
Uh,
she's nearly done.
but I think it's a really nice culmination of all of our hard work.
yeah.
That's nice.
But
It's funny
otherwise-
you say that because for me that's my trigger point. Like I've said, the day I stop crying will be the day I'll stop doing this. It's been 10 years. I've cried at every wedding I've done. And it's at different points. Maybe whether I've seen a father-daughter dance because it's like, it resonates
Yeah.
with me, or it's a bride or a speech, sometimes a friend's speech, anything, but it triggers you. I mean, we are invested in these people's
Absolutely. Yeah.
biggest moment. And I think sometimes just even watching, like, I look at it as like it's a blessing for us. We're putting the start of two people's lives together,
Yeah.
and it's that love and that bond. And this is the journey where their journey together starts from this, and we do it.
You're like their car's first gear.
Yeah. So for me, I feel like there's always a tear jerking moment. And the day I stop feeling that is probably the day I'll say, okay, I need to do something else.
Yeah.
Done.
Or I'll just sit at home and maybe give more attention to my family members who have not had it for all these years.
It's
Yeah.
the same for me. I think it's like I just had a talk with the father of the bride, and he was just worried about like, will she come visit me every week?
Yeah.
Or
Aw.
for me, it's also
Yeah.
about at the mandap, like when the bride enters, and especially when Lalit Maharaj is doing the wedding, the energy, just the whole ceremony. I still tear up because it is like finally like whatever their vision is, and they've worked so hard on it, and us, and it comes true. It's exactly that. It's it's speeches. It is these
Little
heart-
moments.
these moments at the speech, at the bride walking in, looking at the families. That's actually the most fulfilling
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah. That's why
Okay.
we do what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Yeah,
something you
for
need to be
sure.
And
invested
we're like
in.
in
Like,
a long-term relationship or a short-term relationship, depending on how much time we have. But it's a very deep relationship, right?
Yeah.
You're chatting all the time. You have regular calls. You're meeting. You're hanging out with the family.
so I'm sure, like you probably keep in touch with most of your
With
some of your
With some.
clients.
It's impossible to keep in touch with
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
And plus, some clients you're very close, but when your services are done and rendered, it's like thank you so much. It's lovely. It's respectful. It's kind, but it's over. And some it's like forever. So
Yeah.
it really depends, right?
It depends. It's
Yeah,
like
it
with
depends.
friends, right? You
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
you have that journey
Yeah.
with
So
them.
I like what you said because I say it actually to all my clients. When we're speaking, I'm like, I'm going to be your boyfriend,
Yeah.
girlfriend, long-term relationship for the next 6 months. So when
Yeah.
you choose, you have to pick wisely because we will break up, but we'll only break up after your wedding is done. Until then, we're dating. And
Yeah.
we're dating long distance. We're on the phone. You have to be able to fight with me. You have to be able to talk to me.
Yeah.
You have to be able to be honest with me. You have to be able to laugh with me because I am going to be such a big character in your life until the wedding is done. And then we break up and then I have
Yeah.
another relationship, but you go on to live your life, 'cause I've got to get to the
That
next
is
one.
such
She's a
an interesting
serial
way.
monogamous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to go and get to the next
Wow.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's
you
true. So,
go
yeah.
and live your life.
that's very true.
Yeah.
Although I do know a lot of couples now they've had their kids and
Yeah, I do
and
too.
like,
Yeah.
and we meet. One is coming tomorrow. And
Yeah.
like, you know,
Wow.
So
There's some that have turned into family for me.
Yeah,
Like there's
exactly.
a few that are like I don't know how that have become such good friends of mine, and some like Sharan said, you had a great experience, you worked well, and then they go their way and you go
Yeah.
your way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's fine.
And some don't reach
Yeah.
out, and out of nowhere they do, and they're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
thinking of you. And then it's
Yeah.
like,
Aw.
you just remember like, oh my
Yeah.
God, and
Yeah.
they'll send you a photo like, oh, we
Yeah.
just had a child. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
We get the baby
amazing.
ones
That's
also.
Yeah,
amazing.
lot
Yeah.
of baby pictures.
Yeah.
That
we
must
get the
feel
baby
really good,
update,
though.
like
Yeah.
this next chapter of their
Like
life.
silence for a few
Yeah.
years and suddenly, hey, we just had a baby.
Baby.
Thinking of you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
No,
sweet.
one of my couples did the cutest thing. We just came back. This was Mexico. We just came back from the wedding 2 months later. She was like silent, and we're like, hope everything is okay. They're like, hey guys, souvenir from Mexico, and there was the ultrasound picture of the baby.
Oh, you're so sweet.
That's cute.
And we're like, wow, guys.
I
great.
always joke with my
That was quick.
partners. I'm like, we should do a mantra baby series, like all the babies that have come because of us.
Yeah.
That's our success rate, guys.
Exactly. And also like the weddings that we do, and then the next couples from those weddings.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
the
you
best
know,
friends, the guests.
Yeah.
That's how we
Yeah.
get all of. I think for all
It's
of
all
us,
word of mouth.
It's
I would
very
say
strong
80%.
word of mouth. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
80%?
it. Yeah, 80%.
And then there's the 20% that shop around and call all of us.
Yeah,
My,
but it's
Would
but
you
it's
discount
also, yeah, it's
though?
also because
you
I
are
think
you are expensive. It's very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But then you should see my outcome also, na?
yeah, but most of them will come saying either they attended the wedding or somebody they knew or a
Yeah.
friend of a friend has. So it is definitely through someone who's experienced our service that they've come to us.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get these really cold emails that have just been typed and sent to everyone, and they're
Everybody.
just doing their homework
Yeah.
to see
Hello
who's
there.
gonna answer.
Hi.
No
Yeah.
personalization. They've
Yeah.
just copied and pasted
Hello
and
there.
sent it to everybody.
Hello there, please.
Please send
This is the
budget.
date. This is what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, how much?
How much?
What are your fees?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had to deal with a full-blown family feud?
Yeah, that's also part of the
Yeah.
job. They do. I mean, I think when people are getting married, they become a very extreme version of themselves. They have these goggles that get put
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Bride becomes bridezilla, and that's also okay. Groom becomes groomzilla, and that's also okay because they're all hiding. It's such a big moment in their life. You're forgetting that. Like, everyone, like, girls have dreamed of their wedding their entire life. There's many girls who visioned this for their entire childhood. So when this is happening, it's such a big deal. And likewise for the mother of a bride, likewise for the father of the bride, So a lot of people have these emotional goggles on that do get taken off as soon as the wedding ends, and they probably look back and laugh and eventually said, like, we didn't need to be that way, or like we didn't have to, but in that moment they react, and it's normal, I think.
Any in-laws dramas?
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah, we had a wedding and 2 moms just didn't get along.
Yeah.
So we had to make sure that, and the 2 moms had shadows of their own. So we had to make sure that they entered and exited the parties at different times, and it was pretty difficult. Not difficult for us, but difficult for the couple, I would say, because it was their big day. But I think eventually the moms came around. But yeah,
That's
but these things,
intense.
but these things happen. You see, it's normal. It's life.
I mean, again, right? It's
yeah.
like 6, 7, 8 personality types
Yeah.
that have to all
You
work
can't always-
together on
Exactly.
a
Yeah.
project. How can everyone get along?
You
it's,
can't.
It's
And
not
everybody-
natural.
And also, when you have, people from different backgrounds or different religions, different, I don't know, like countries they come from, they think differently. They've been to different types of weddings. So how they foresee their child's wedding is very different from one another. How much they want to spend is very different
Yeah.
from one
Yeah.
another. What's important, ladke wale, ladki wale, that kind of thing.
kitna dena hai,
The
kitna...
belief system.
Nahi dena hai,
Yeah,
belief
exactly.
systems.
I get more worried when they're always on the same page because I'm like, how much conversation are they having behind
Yeah,
the scenes?
yeah.
How can they all be all on the same page, right?
know-
Like, there's no realness to that.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like one of my couples actually spent 3 weeks before they proposed to each other, and they told us this, that they aligned on core principles
About
Wow.
wedding planning or about their wedding, their
about
life?
their life, and then core principles on how to bring up a child, finances, everything. They aligned. Only then they decided to get married, and then only they were involved in dealing with us. But yes, it is natural for these things to happen, and I think we have to just balance it out.
I think
Yeah.
what Neha said also, like it's very unnatural when suddenly all families are like aligned. Then you're like, okay.
Then you
they've
kind of
been-
question it.
yeah.
Like, how can you be so
Yeah.
synced, Like,
Yeah.
Something is not right.
I mean, it's so natural. In our own homes, we're not aligned with our own moms
Yeah.
or siblings and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Hell no.
everyone has conflict.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
normal for us to see this conflict because we're dealing with them day in, day out.
Yeah.
you know. So for us, we become, like I said, an extension of their family. So
Yeah.
the gray that we see should be acceptable because we are there
Yeah.
to see that.
And have you ever seen like an immediate family member like just walk out of the wedding because they weren't happy about something?
Walk out of a situation, maybe, yeah.
Not the whole wedding.
Not the
No?
whole wedding, but like maybe just move from that ceremony
And
or that situation.
It could be something small as not being part of a milli.
Yeah.
And not being on a list.
Or not being
Or
invited
not
to take a
given-
photo.
Yes, not being invited to
Oh,
take a
yeah.
photo. Or not giving importance and having a name tag on a certain table. So
Yeah.
it could be anything small like that as well that kind of triggers. It's just based on expectations, right? And then eventually
That's when they realize, oh, I'm not important after all.
Yeah, and sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it's truly like they just forgot because there's so
Okay.
much going on at a wedding, and and usually, like for example, seating charts or whatever, it's very last minute. Like, oh, move this person, move that person, and then, or sometimes you feel like for a family member, you can actually take, like, just move them and say they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because they need to take care of other guests, but
Yeah.
sometimes it doesn't work like that, right? You don't.
I hate sit down dinners.
Yeah.
I
Same.
find
hate
them the most stressful.
Very
for me,
stressful.
for me, it was. Sorry, go ahead.
Just like putting those names on those tables.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually like them.
why?
I
love-
love it. It
I
always
love-
changes last minute.
I love
But
the
it stresses me out.
No, I feel like it's just like people actually sit down, take a minute, and enjoy.
That part's great.
I'm okay with that.
That's
The
fine,
setting
but the
up
working
it,
part.
The setting up,
Yeah.
or just have enough table and seating for your number of guests,
Yeah.
but let them sit where they want.
That's
Because
what I mean.
people are
Imagine where
always
you have
trying
to name.
move their names
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
like not
Indians
finding
are-
their name.
We are the
and then-
worst when it comes. We are the worst.
They're not
race.
happy with the name
They're
on their.
like, no, they'll go to the table and suddenly there'll be some maneuvering.
Yeah.
And
Maneuvering.
moving people around. Oh, nobody was like this.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to sit next to
But
X,
you're
Y,
right.
and Z.
When
yeah?
everyone
Yeah.
is seated in the ballroom, it's
Yeah.
beauty.
It's beauty. And
It's
for
beauty.
me, just the flow is nice.
Yeah.
I was going to say something about like I had one drama thing with the family was the mother-in-law basically had a separate planner because mother-in-law and daughter-in-law were not getting along. So I was the planner for the daughter-in-law, and the mother-in-law had a separate planner. So boy side had separate and I had separate. But the idea is obviously my idea is as long we do not contribute to the drama. We work as a unit, and I try to approach the other planner. And this planner was not from here because we're
Right.
all a great fraternity, I feel. This planner was from out of town, and she just added fuel to the fire. And we just had to maneuver a lot of things on ground. You try to avoid the family drama, and you try to just make it seem like everything is okay.
How does that work? Having two planners in a wedding,
doesn't
like,
work.
no, meaning like,
I mean, it's
you know,
tough.
supposedly,
Situational, but
how-
I'm
Yeah.
not fond of it.
I'm
supposedly,
not- yeah.
okay, you have the bride has a set of decor ideas, and then the mom-in-law has a.
So we did.
So like what?
three
Half the
different-
ballroom is white and half the
No, no.
ballroom is blue.
No, no, no.
No, you do different events.
We do different events.
We do different
Different
events. We approached it differently. We had, I think
You had two different
Ravina
architects.
actually came for that, and we had like I was not for it. 6 months, 1 year before the wedding, we were just like one hospitality desk. We had a separate hospitality desk, boy side, girl side, so that they could do their own appointments. And I was not for it because I'm like, at the end of the day, you're gonna be one family.
Yeah.
And touch wood, that bride is now like they're like family to us. The mother-in-law has gone on to love her,
There you
that's
go.
beautiful.
and
Perfect.
that's but that planner I would never work with again because she just added fuel to the
Yeah.
fire, and
Yeah.
we were just dodging
It's
fires.
not
and
easy
just,
because the problem is when you have two planners, there's no onus or responsibility. It's always like that, right?
And I
Yeah.
think the people
So-
that try to do it are planners from India who honestly, like, I mean, some are great. And I have not worked with all, so I can only speak from personal experience. I think when they come, they don't have enough information about Thailand. They don't have language as a barrier as well. So when they come, they try to, offload everything on you. And then if something goes wrong, it's on you. But if something is going right, then they
Then
want
they
to
take
take
the
the
credit.
credit for it, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you're kind of like, so essentially it's not my wedding, it's yours, but I have to bear the brunt of all the bad news, which then kind of makes you think about it and you're like, is it worth my while? Like, why am I
Yeah.
collaborating with that? I'd rather not have a collaboration and do my own.
Okay. We're coming to the end of the segment.
Oh,
Like,
ready?
Already? Something already? He's like, thank God. I don't know about how
She's
Meghna feels
enjoying.
right now.
It felt conversational. It was
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so who gets more involved in like the wedding planning? Is it the groom or the bride?
Totally depends.
depends.
Yeah?
Totally depends on client to client. I've had clients where the groom is 100% taking the lead and the bride actually is not interested. She just wants to show up and
Do whatever.
yeah, and vice versa, where the bride takes the total lead and the groom doesn't
Okay.
get involved other than maybe alcohol and barat because you know that's
But
his
it really depends.
that's his jam. But it
just case by
depends.
case.
It's all case
Case by case,
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
I would say though, like if you look at the majority, it would
I
be the
think
bride.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the bride.
I've also done a wedding where I never met the couple. I only met the family, and I
yeah.
met the couple at the wedding.
Yeah, that's
we've done that
happened.
as well. The
So it
family
was
takes care.
the
That's what
family
you talk
members.
about. I think
Okay.
it's one of your first few
Yeah,
questions.
yeah.
So,
So
it's
there are that's less and less though.
Yeah.
But there are families like that who
Yeah.
plan everything and the couple shows up. They're usually quite young or they're quite busy.
for
It
me,
could
it
be
was
either.
arranged marriage actually.
Yeah.
So the families did all the planning, and then
Yeah.
the couple showed up, and they were very much in love. So
Yeah.
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys see a switch in terms of like how marriages work these days? Like let's just talk financial here a bit, okay? Like back with our parents and even us, we pay for our kids' weddings. Like our parents pay for our kids' wedding. But I think there's a lot of the situations now where the bride and groom themselves pay for the wedding. Like is there a big shift happening?
I would not for me, not a big shift, but maybe you get a one or two.
Yeah.
And where the couple pay themselves. Is that same with you guys?
Yeah, I
It's
think
mostly parents still pay.
Okay.
And it's just again community to community. Sometimes the bride side pays more or all of it. Sometimes it's 50-50. But it's usually the parents or the families that take care of it. And you do come across couples
Yeah.
that pay on their own, but that's quite rare.
Mine is 50-50 actually.
Oh really? For me.
Yeah.
Full on
Yeah.
50-50.
I have had a lot of
Yeah.
couples because I get a lot of couples from the US.
they pay for their own
They
weddings.
pay for their own weddings. They choose to, even though the parents are wanting to pay for it, they choose to pay it themselves because they
Yeah.
want more control.
Yeah.
So it's definitely I've seen.
I've
done
started
we've
to
had a-
50-50.
But
few more.
Do you guys
where
ever
the
have,
couples.
we've had a lot of like initial calls where they say, "Oh, we're paying for our own weddings."
But
so
then
can
it's
you-
actually the
Can you
family.
reduce our
Can you
fee?"
redeem? Okay.
Yeah,
there you
I'm
go.
like, I'm not sure about that.
It's actually the family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
of
we're paying on
course.
our own. Can you
That's a
help
good
us
one.
out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
Everyone tries
one.
their luck. Everyone
Yeah.
tries their luck.
And then that's why I'm like, for us at least, it's
And then
usually
during the
family.
wedding, you see the father swiping his credit
no.
card.
They
and
don't.
I'm
The
like-
moment this contract is signed, they're like, yeah, the dad will be signing the first payment, the other dad signing the second one. You're like, all right.
All right, there you go.
I just got
It's negotiation tactics.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So, what's the funniest auntie and uncle moment in your weddings?
You mean us being uncles and aunties?
No, like like any auntie or uncle, like in the wedding
I
that you
haven't. I don't have
plan.
a funny one. I have
Any
a
fun-
kind of not funny, but I have one that we talk about a lot. We had this one wedding where Uncle G wanted beautiful exotic dancers. Okay.
Oh.
Because we are in Bangkok, so of course.
Must be
And I'm like,
beautiful.
you
Cabaret
must have it.
style.
So I'm like, all right. He wanted to choose. So he chose. And at the wedding, we told him these are dancers. But obviously, Uncle G was not so well mannered. So we ended up finding a small stick. And every time he touched a bum of the dancers, we hit him with the stick and said, Uncle Ji, तुसी ऐसे नहीं करो, please. And then again, because I was like, let's make it fun, right? And he's just like, he kept doing it. So eventually the dancers said, we're leaving if we're not going to be
Yeah.
treated with respect and kindness. So we're like, yeah, that's fine. You can leave.
Yeah.
'cause It's not okay. Then the wife came and said, it's okay. We are in Bangkok. And I was like,
Oh
all
my
right.
God.
But I'm just saying.
Get
but-
us some boys also dancers.
yeah. No, boys are there nowadays. We have these like topless
Yeah.
models walking around serving fruit.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I
There's a
mean,
lot of equalness
yeah.
now. Like, they're like,
Equal,
if you're
yeah,
gonna
there's
get
equality
girls, you
now.
have to get boys. Like,
Yeah.
it's a thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's kind of
Equality, guys.
No,
Equality.
But
yeah.
I'm getting a lot of brides who are very anti.
dancers and
Dancers
all that.
and
Yes.
Yeah, they don't want the fluff.
Performers.
They
A
don't-
lot of people don't
It's not
want
even
fluff
that.
anymore.
They don't want the way
women-
women are treated, actually, which I kind of I love.
I
Absolutely.
really
Yeah.
respect that, and they're
Yeah.
like, we're not gonna have any women
Yeah.
performing in
Yeah.
any derogatory manner,
Yeah.
Right.
and I don't want that at my
Yeah.
wedding.
Do you get a lot of progressive, like, you can't say our last, you have to say our last name, Mr. and Mrs.
Yes.
Like, there's no I don't want to
Yes.
be like
Take the last name.
name. Yeah.
Yes, we've gotten that quite a bit.
Take,
Yeah. Even
Yeah.
I have.
Take the last name
Introduce
as in,
me
As
as
me.
me.
Like
not
I'm
a-
still
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Mrs.
yeah.
Neha Gulati. Like
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
it. I'm
yeah.
not
Yeah.
changing my
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. No,
Quite
I,
interesting.
yeah.
More and more.
And the grooms nowadays are okay with it. As
Very
well.
okay with it.
'Cause
It's
earlier-
progressive.
Yeah, about 5 years ago, they'd be like, "No, you should take my last name. You're getting married to me." And that's
Yeah.
when we say, "Are you sure you want to get married?"
So those
My
are the
first
changes I
question.
think I
Yeah.
see now with couples is
Okay.
like this progressive thought and
Yeah.
like this equality coming in
Mm.
and really kind of women being heard, you know, and it being showcased very clearly from day one that
I find the women, especially the brides, I mean, the brides these days, I mean, not these days, I would say 6 to 8 years,
Yeah.
yeah.
they take charge.
Mm.
They know what they want and they express themselves and they're very clear about their vision. And
That's in the
amazing.
case when the brides are actually. So there's like I've had a wedding where the groom handled everything,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she just we met the bride at the wedding. She was adorable, and he handled everything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you're right. I think nowadays couples actually know what they want.
Yeah. A lot more than
yeah.
they used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the last few years, I feel like they're way more switched on in terms of the detailing of their
But
decor.
that's- yeah.
And
Social media.
that's a
Yeah.
big
That's
thing.
a big thing.
I think
I'm not sure if I
guys.
love it though,
Yeah,
guys.
I feel it's
It's
Because
become
I feel
more
like
of a,
after
yeah,
COVID, I feel like the way
the level of OCD.
it's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's intense. I feel
Yeah.
like it's added more pressure on our
Yeah.
jobs. Like they need
Yeah.
to know everything.
Yeah.
Everything has to be
Yeah.
given to them. But social media, the fact that you brought it up, that's the biggest trend, instant gratification.
Yeah.
So I've seen with younger couples now, they're not very into their photographer, videographer. They want content
Reels.
creators
Yes.
and
Yeah.
reels and
Yes.
pictures
Yes.
and instant gratification.
Yeah.
And it's as amazing, I think, as it is because you're able to capture some things.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find, at least for me now, I find sometimes it's a bit much. I'm like, wow, it's really stressful to like need this, you know, like need to see it on Instagram
Because everything
right
is
away.
for the gram.
We had an influencer wedding,
Yeah.
and that was like, she would get ready 4 hours before her wedding, do
Do her reels,
Content.
do her
Reels.
That's like
content.
her-
we
That's
had
crucial.
to get our decorator had to get ready with the
Yeah.
decor so that
We also
she
had
could
the
come.
similar thing.
Yeah.
Influencer, but to be honest, I thought she was the most organized human being.
Yeah,
We knew what reel was being done when. Everything was done way in
down to the
advance.
T. Yeah.
And hats off to her and our team for being able to do everything, you know.
Yeah.
But like hats off to her for that organization. But I guess that's what she does, right?
Yeah.
So.
But that's
then-
probably why she's organized because that's her
Yes,
professional.
that's her
profession. It's
Yeah.
also the ones that just want this content. Sometimes
Which
it's
is
just
now, right?
Yeah.
Now they even ask, do you have a content creator on your
Yeah,
team?
yeah.
Or how much extra is it?
yeah.
And you're like, okay, like, you know, who's your photographer? They can do reels for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
No, I want someone just to follow me and interview me and do the behind the scenes.
And do
Oh, yeah.
reels.
Reels.
And
It's a thing,
sometimes
guys.
yeah.
Like it's a thing.
it's an-
Yeah.
obnoxious amount of TikTok reels where you're
Yeah.
like, we're at a wedding. Like,
Yeah.
when are we gonna just enjoy the
Enjoy
wedding?
the wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
How much social media is too much or too little? Like, that's my question. Is like,
Yeah.
where do you draw the line, right?
Yeah, that's very important because I'm like, are you enjoying the wedding and actually this union that you've come for,
Yeah.
or is it?
Or you're
more-
enjoying the amount of likes you're getting on
Yeah.
a post,
Yeah.
or
So is it really about
reactions?
but they want those nice reels and those nice memories, right? Because by
Yeah.
the time they actually get it from their photographer, it's like a month later. So if you, like you said, instant gratification, but also
Yeah.
to showcase real time what's happening in a nice way. Because if you do it just on your phone while you're getting ready, it's not good
No,
enough.
I
right?
think
It's
for
the
us,
generation of
It's the-
likes,
yeah.
right? We're not born in that generation,
No.
so we don't understand it. But these people are in the generation
They
of
are.
likes.
no, they're
So
also pushing for like, hey, we want it on
go
a Vogue,
viral.
like
Yeah.
Vogue. And
Yeah.
But even when they actually, some of them choose their photographers, they look at the number of likes the
Yeah.
number of followers that they have. How
Yeah.
many likes do they get per photograph?
Like,
And-
is my footage
yeah.
gonna go viral?
Is my footage gonna go viral?
That's
and
a
if
big
it's
thing.
not,
But
then
do
I
you
won't-
want it to go viral? It's
Of
like your
course.
intimate thing.
I'll
But
say-
Like
it
that's a
depends, it
question mark
depends.
in my
We're-
head, right? It's a
If
personal.
I'm that kind of bride or groom, of course I want it to go
Yeah.
viral. If I'm choosing based on
Yeah.
that criteria, but of course if I'm a private couple,
Yeah.
And I think you
Yeah.
get both. I
You
have
get
had
both.
extremes where young couples, I mean, all are young, right? Mostly that are getting married. Some are older. But, you know, the ones that are, some don't want any attention. They don't want entries. They don't want to be filmed too much. They want the photographer to do just that little bit and be done. And then some want content because they
Everything.
want to go viral. They want to,
Yeah.
you know.
they're excited to be in the
interesting.
limelight. Yeah.
What's the one thing you guys would want banned from weddings?
Band.
Like one thing that you could do without in a wedding.
Huh.
It's a very good question.
Very good question. I don't know. I mean, what do I want banned?
I
Like one thing you can do without. Like anything.
do without.
I think it's a wedding planning process for me. I think just
What do you want to do? Just show up without planning? You
No,
just
no, no.
deleted yourself.
I want to be there. No,
Actually, I wish we could have a timeline. Time limit.
Time limit. Because
Like,
the thing is, it's just that-
Maximum 5 months or 4 months.
That's a
would be
good one.
fab.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
wanted to say. Like the
Yeah.
wedding planning process.
Sometimes you're
Because
planning for
once
a year
you
and a
sign
half,
the
a year.
contract,
Don't tell it.
you are
Hired.
you're
for life.
hired. Yeah,
For
for
life.
life.
Yeah.
And sometimes some people inquire 2 years in advance, you
Yeah.
know, and then you're like, oh, I'm supposed to give attention to them now too. Like
Yeah,
they're on my
yeah.
boat.
Yeah.
So you can't ignore them.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe the timeline. Like
Yeah.
you can sign us whenever, but we will be available for 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, like
6 months is
it's
good
a,
enough.
it's
Yeah,
a,
that's a
like
good
plan,
process.
planning the timeline would be, I think, more conducive.
Like, yeah, because 6 months actually is more than enough time
Yeah.
to plan a wedding.
But
usually nowadays it's like a year.
Also, the other thing I
Yeah.
wouldn't ban. I would just like people to know
Mhm.
that we as a fraternity are very like in sync with one another. We have a great camaraderie,
Yeah.
and people think that we
We're-
don't know when they're
Yeah.
shopping around or
Yeah.
Yeah.
like we don't know what's happening. We actually all help each other. Like
Yeah.
if I was in a crisis and I knew that Meghna was doing a wedding next door, I have zero hesitation to pick up the phone and call her and be like, hey, this is going on with me. Can you sort it out or can you help? And
yeah, we actually call
And-
each other.
and we
Sharan
will-
has actually helped me. We
Yeah.
have actually worked together.
Yeah.
so we all do that. I mean,
So
not
people have this misperception that you guys are competitors.
yeah. I mean,
It's
on
friendly competition.
on
Yes.
paper, of
It's
course, you can say
necessary.
that.
I would say it's
you know,
necessary
but
to grow, and at the same time, there's so much work for everybody.
we
Plus, when in need, we're all there for each
yeah.
other.
Like
Really.
we are great friends and
Yeah.
we all eat the same pie, but it's
Yeah.
a pretty big pie.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
A pretty big
And
part.
I think most of us, at least in the industry, have a very good equation with one another. I
Yeah.
mean,
That's great.
Yeah.
there's a
right.
big abundance, so I'll just say most of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say most of us.
Was that
Veterans.
Veterans.
There you
Yeah.
go.
We have a lot of newbies.
Interviews.
But clients love to say, "Oh, you're really expensive," or, they like to compare. And I'm like, okay, please go ahead.
Yeah.
They're a
Yeah.
fantastic team. Or
Yeah.
they take names, and then I'm like, my friend would never charge that little. I'm so sorry, but don't. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
because obviously
Yeah.
they are going to be like, hey, this one.
I think we
Yeah.
know.
We
you know,
know,
when
yeah.
they use the person's. I mean, I think we've had conversations where like that's not like we know that's not true. Like why would
Yeah.
you say
Yeah.
that? You know,
Yeah.
we're all in tune with each other. We
Yeah.
understand. We all respect each other's work. We all admire each other's work. I mean, we all work very hard.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever like discuss financials? Like, oh, this person is like charging this much for a wedding. I'm getting this much for a wedding.
No.
Like, and then you do
No.
referring and stuff like
no,
that. And
but
things.
I've only, I think, ever spoken to, if anyone really like undercuts,
Yeah.
We've
then
spoken
we
about
talk
that.
about that.
Okay.
We've
Because we're
spoken
like,
about
why
that.
would you cut your own like value? I mean,
Exactly.
we wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
We all have a minimum like wedding planning fee we charge, and sometimes when we have say another veteran or somebody new who totally undercuts, and we talk about that. We're like, is it really good for our
industry.
Our
as a whole.
Industry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know.
Because if we keep charging less and less and less, we're not going to grow together. We need
Yeah.
to eventually charge more. Because if you look at the amount of time we spend, 1 year, 8 months, say on average, on a wedding, right?
Yeah.
6 months to 1 year. So take 8 months as an average. And then you have 1, 2, or 3 partners, right? And everybody puts in that time and effort, calls, meetings, coming here, food tastings, if you think about it, plus 5 days at the wedding, 3 days of a wedding, 1 day before, 1 day after.
Yeah,
And you
calculations.
calculate,
Yeah.
if you calculate, I shouldn't say this on air, but we make like $6 an hour, dude. Like really.
So we're not
So-
walking away with
so
banks
even if
full of
we-
money, guys.
yeah.
We work a lot of hours.
So
for,
yeah,
for
we
what
charge
we're doing.
hundreds of thousands of baht, but actually, if you think about the amount of time, that's why what Meghna said earlier. If we can actually limit the time, it would make more sense financially
Yeah.
in terms of input versus.
That's
Right.
actually a
output, yeah.
really good
Yeah, you should
thing
tell
to
everybody
implement.
$6 an hour, guys.
Like, no, start charging per hour.
Yeah, we should. We should.
So charging per hour
I
absolutely.
mean, do you know how much we're away from home?
Yeah.
Like our
Yeah.
families. It's.
I mean, even an inquiry call takes time. Takes
Yes.
a lot of time
It's not
away
just a
from
call.
your day.
And it's like, okay, now that we had a call, can you send me this? Can you send me that? I'm like,
Exactly.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
pre-COVID, I was very much, because of corporate, I was very much like, oh, I have a commitment, I have a meeting. Now, after COVID, especially, I say, guys, I have a family, I need to
Yeah.
meet them. Or this is my dinner time, or this is important.
I'm
to me.
learning the hard way
Yeah.
because I was alone for a very long time.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I have a partner,
Yeah.
and to have to adjust, respect his time and
Yeah.
make sure I give him quality time as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still learning and I'm horrible at it, but yeah, I would do
Yeah.
phone calls through dinner.
No, you can't.
No,
and
yeah.
and I just think that like that was my norm until now. I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like first it
Yeah.
was my mom and sister and family. They're just used to it. They're like, oh, she's on a call on
Yeah,
AirPods.
exactly.
Like this is who she is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that I have a partner, I feel guilty because I'm like, he doesn't need to listen to me talking to like
Yeah.
someone like through dinner. So I've also like try like, hey, I have to eat dinner now. Can I get back on this later or set boundaries? But
Yeah, I think boundaries is a very important thing.
Yeah.
And in the last few years, I have more and more worked towards that.
Yeah.
Because work-life balance is important. We have
And
children.
there's hardly
Yeah.
any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
You get
hardly
the
any.
11 p.m. phone call.
yeah,
Hello?
yeah.
Yes.
Time difference
This is
also.
the
I mean,
But I saw you online. You were,
you were online.
I'm like, but this is my me time, and it's 11
Your
p.m. I'm
Facebook
in bed.
status.
scrolling Instagram.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I saw you on Instagram.
You're
Instagram.
online.
I'm like, no, not happening, honey.
That is
But
insane.
So you can't. So you don't answer, and then they're like, "Hi, I see you online," and you're like,
Oh god.
Yes.
Shade.
"Yeah."
I mean,
But
some
that-
people I understand because the time difference is insane. Like, I mean, I have clients UK, US, you're here.
Yeah.
Now I'm in China. Like
Yeah.
everything is all over
Yeah.
the place. So
Yeah.
with some you carve out that time and you do
Yeah.
it. Like I had a client from New York which was time difference was there, but eventually he was like, Neha, can we just do Thursdays 8 a.m.? Even if it's 30 minutes, let's just round up, understand everything,
Yeah.
and then be done. And I gave that value because I was like, he respected my time. He blocked in a time. It wasn't like any hour of the day if they
Yeah.
send a message. Once in a while, I understand, like, hey, I have a quick question. Can we call? But
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
But the
I think
Halio is-
yeah. No, that
Yeah.
is
or like to
Happens
think
a
it's
lot.
okay at like 11 p.m. to have
Yeah.
a 2-hour long discussion.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when do you stop?
Yeah.
The problem is that we can't always say no, right?
No.
Because we're in hospitality,
Yeah.
right?
And we don't
we
get
can't always say yes
weekends.
because we don't get weekends.
We
but-
don't get weekends, which is
Yeah.
a big thing. That's like when all of you are at birthday parties and celebrations
Yeah.
and everyone's like, oh, but you're not going to make it. I'm like, that's my weekday.
yeah.
That's my weekday.
No, but honestly, I mean, I'm carving out that thing with my clients. So my client respects my weekends now. So I do have that 60% that I have to manage, but I'm working towards like when we take a client, hey guys, we'll set timings with you.
Yeah.
We will, because the thing is, you can't physically reply to 100 WhatsApps at the same time,
Yeah.
right? So we start off with, okay, whenever you leave a message for us, we'll try to reply to you
Yeah.
and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. But that time off for me, that yoga session that I do in the morning, brings me back to myself and sanity, and that's how I can do what I do. So that I have definitely worked over the last 1 year very seriously.
yeah.
So that would be your secret of staying calm.
Yeah, like no,
Calm in
definitely.
a-
I
No,
wouldn't give up my morning workout either.
yeah.
That's my sanity.
I'm always.
Absolutely.
I think I've been able to do this job not because of the calm, just about the yoga, but I think I'm because I come from advertising background.
Oh
the
my
stress-
God.
Yeah, so for me, I can work in a high stress environment and be very cool in that environment, but the yoga is definitely added to
Yeah, that's
my
one
calm.
industry I will never get back into because I used to do
Advertising?
advertising and marketing and
Yes,
PR as
yes,
well.
yes.
And I'm like, if I ever have to get back to that, no.
Oh, I love.
But the
that-
timings are
I
very
love the
similar.
branding.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to do pitch.
I mean,
at
I'm a
like
marketing
midnight.
advertising major as well.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so-
Yeah.
Timings
But-
are the same.
It's a high cortisol kind of job,
Yeah.
which over the years takes a toll on your body.
Yeah, it
For
doesn't help you in your
sure.
40s, by the
Yes,
way.
exactly.
God, I
so
feel
that's
it. I
why.
feel it now. We have a very
Yeah, wait.
high stress job.
Yeah.
So that really takes a toll. And when we talk about or laugh about the fact that we shut down,
Yeah.
I think our bodies physically shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
they do.
it's not physically we're physically unable to give.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, like this is such an eye opener because I'm married to a doctor, you guys all know, and
Yeah.
I've seen his schedule and I'm a part of what he's going through.
Yeah.
And I always thought, like, doctors live crazy life, crazy hours, and, things like that. And now I really, like, for me, I realize it, but I really hope other people realize it too, that there are other professions
Yeah.
out there
Yeah.
that,
Oh yeah.
It's a
give
big
so
shout out
much
to our family
time.
members, our
Yeah.
partners,
Yeah.
all these people that live
Yeah.
with our crazy schedules. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not easy being married
was-
or
there was
having
something
a
that-
wedding
yeah.
planner as your daughter or your spouse.
Yeah.
We
As
are,
your
we are
mom.
as your mom.
As your
like
mom, yeah.
I'm
You're not present.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, like it's a
Yeah.
tough journey to balance
There-
mom and planner.
There
I
was
had to-
something that popped up on Instagram. Did you see that? It was like a few months ago.
Oh, the reel that talks about all
the highest stress jobs.
yeah.
We were number 2, guys.
Yeah.
What was number one?
Firefighters and
Cops or
Yes,
something.
yeah, and then cops was below us.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah. No, and it is
Really?
true. It
Yeah.
is true because the
Yeah.
level of troubleshooting that we are doing.
It's all about emotions, right? Managing that.
Yeah, and for me, I say that first thing that I say to a lot of the freelancers who come and work with us, I'm like, don't take anything personally. But over the years of doing this job,
You get thick skin.
you get thick skin, but at the same time, we are not realizing what it's doing to our body, mental
Right.
and physically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I know that Sharan and I talk about this. We have daughters, young. We have had to be present. Like my daughter at like 10 started speaking very fast because I was always on the phone, and she was trying to get my attention, and then I
Yeah.
realized that, oh my God, I'm never available for her.
Yeah.
So I actually then made my schedule in such a way without letting the clients know, but now I'm very clear about it, is that between 4 to 8 in the evening I'm unavailable, and I have a commitment, so I had to do that because
Yeah.
and
It
I
was
tell her that
affecting-
too. It
Yeah,
affects
yeah.
It-
That's
yeah.
what we
And
do
actually
also.
took
because like
COVID
any
as
even given time, right? We have 12 to 15 weddings. We're handling all these people. It's not just one person. It's so many.
Yeah.
So many group chats. So for me, how I handle this, I don't do yoga. Just started working out. It's really not my thing.
You should
Come with
dance.
me.
You're a dancer.
I am a
Yeah.
dancer, but for me, I like organization. So when I have my timings, I start and end our calls. We try to do it within that time frame. It actually works for us, me and my partners. And we schedule everything in those time frames. Unless somebody lives far away, we do have like every Wednesday 9 a.m. with this client, or every other Thursday, or
Yeah.
once a month on Mondays. So it's kind of known. It's very nice then to organize. Okay, I'm doing this. It's
Right.
only the ones that pop up like the halios in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Then you're like, okay.
Yeah.
So at least
Tusi
that way-
suteo yo.
Yeah.
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 Hanji.
But having boundaries,
no.
I think, is important.
No, yeah,
And
boundaries.
that balance
But
is
it's
Yeah.
necessary.
but it takes a while to get
yeah.
there because
I'm very bad.
because also
I'm
it's
very
like
bad.
when you have boundaries, right? You might lose business.
Yeah.
Because people want you to always be available in
Yeah.
this profession,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
you attract the right tribe then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to work on my.
Have babies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the rest.
Yeah.
Neha.
I'm not saying that on a
That was
podcast.
on there. It's Aman's Unfiltered.
Yeah.
Unfiltered.
Well, not on my
babies.
podcast.
I like this.
Have
This
to.
is a safe space. Be who you are.
Yeah.
God willing. God willing.
2, please.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah,
Oh my
Done.
God. Just like add that.
You guys, I cannot be having this conversation on a public platform,
It's
but
fine.
yeah.
Just have twins and then
We'll come back to Aman's Unfiltered.
Yeah.
The 2 babies.
Mother
With
and a
two
wedding
babies.
planner.
Okay, last question for the segment. If you had to choose and it was not being a wedding planner, what would you guys have chosen?
in my adult life right now, I actually really like interiors. I would be an interior designer. If I had the know-how. And honestly, like my daughter's thinking about
Being an interior designer?
no wedding planner,
Oh,
and I keep telling her no.
no.
There's no work-life
Okay.
balance. So I keep trying to redirect her interest somewhere else.
Neha?
Funny enough, I would probably say the same. Interiors, and probably if I could, it would. My older self would say interiors. The one a little bit younger than me would have said movie production. I think I would have liked to do movie production.
I can so see you do a movie
Yeah,
production.
I think I would have been
Neha.
a great fit in the movie world.
Yeah.
Production is
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, so that.
I'll be your Bangkok Madhuri Dixit.
Done. But I love what I do.
Wait, I'm dying to be in a movie. It's like one of my things in my bucket list.
Oh my god.
But now I'm
I
gonna be
think
like
we
one
can
of
do
those
it.
But
older
you know,
cousins who
Yeah.
live in Bangkok
production
with the bad
sets,
accent.
it's like something similar to what we already do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think all of these are relatable to what we do.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's why.
What about you?
What about
Meghna?
you, Meghna?
I would go back to branding. I loved
Oh.
branding. I loved advertising. I was a strategic
That's
planner.
still high stress.
Oh, but for me, just conceptualizing is very creative. It's a very creative outlet, and I get bored very easily. So,
Yeah.
and you get to work with such different industries, and you get exposed to something, and you have to start all over again and research something. For me, that is like from 0 to 100 and creating your own baby.
We would all be in a creative field.
Creative field,
For
for
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
That is
Creative
where it
design.
I can
would be
so see that
because
happening.
we love putting things together,
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah.
this is where we're able to do it. But even if we weren't in this, it would be in another route where
Version.
it's creatively stimulating.
Expressive.
You guys
Yeah.
want me to redo my wedding?
Wow.
Like, no, I never had a wedding planner,
with
right?
a 3 team, you can't hire one of us. You have to hire all
Yeah.
three then.
Yeah, yeah. We'll take all three of us, and we'll be like.
But then we just said it's not a good idea.
Powerhouse.
Too many planners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think local collaborations
Yeah.
would still work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Because
I can
think
see
we
that
all are
happening
very
though,
similar.
yeah.
Like once I think we sat down together for like a presentation or working together on something.
Yeah.
I loved, like I just told her like what she just did. I loved it.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
think local planners can
Yeah.
collaborate, actually.
Yeah, some
Like,
of us.
We,
I was
yeah.
gonna say-
Some of us.
Keyword,
yes.
some of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
You can make out like you can throw
we have
ideas.
similar mindsets when it comes to working. It's actually the foreign
And
planners
work ethic as
and
well.
work ethic. It's the foreign
Yeah.
planners that come in that don't understand how Thailand work but think they can do it. That's
Yeah.
where the friction happens.
And
So-
also the work ethic. I feel like just the work ethic is very different.
Yeah, I get it a lot. I mean, I get like photographers and stuff that come from India and then they see us work and they're like, there's nobody else that works like you guys.
Like hard, this hard.
This hard.
Yeah.
They're like, planners in India do not do what you guys do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of my sister-in-law is like, I think for them, I mean, our boundaries are still okay, I feel. Theirs is like, they have not gotten a planner, but they're doing event flow, but the event flow freelancers are organizing everything. So they have thrown all the planning job on them. But nobody gets up and says, no, this is not okay.
Yeah.
And then, miscommunication happens, misunderstanding happens, or vice versa. So that's where I feel like they are very service minded. We are service minded, but with like managing.
I think
For
what
me,
Neha says, what we do here is
Yeah.
what we do way more than what other countries' wedding planners do.
Yeah, I got married in Italy, guys. My
Yeah.
planner did nothing. Nothing. I did everything.
Because you are the planner. Like,
Yeah,
I
mean-
cannot imagine you
No, but you
having
had some
another planner.
expectations,
I mean, I had her on board to at least help me like do certain tasks that I needed to be executed because I don't speak the language. So I
Yes.
definitely knew I needed someone on
local.
ground there to just at least run my vision, right?
Yeah.
But Europeans are so laxed. I'm on holiday. I don't work at this hour. We don't do this. Everything.
They got it right.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I mean, we did everything ourselves from here and just went there and
executed it.
executed it, right? Luckily it was tiny, so it didn't matter. But,
but I think you did like the
Oh,
best thing.
yeah.
I had the best wedding.
And you look so pretty.
Aw, thank
Yeah, I mean, to go with your family and just the right amount of people to celebrate that was beautiful, I think.
Yeah, I think it was what I needed.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
I would do the same if I had to get married again. Like
Yeah.
I would. also.
Again?
Trust me.
Yeah.
Do it.
There are a
Meghna.
lot of
We'll do
people
your
I
wedding
wouldn't
for
want
you.
at my wedding.
Both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, but I have had a varied experience. I mean, from Indian wedding planners, I feel like they don't know how to say no. Like in the middle of like they don't know how to set boundaries. But when we do it here, we set timings, we manage expectations. We
Boundaries
no, but
maybe, but their
yeah.
execution is very weak.
Yeah, the
Like,
Like I
execution
think
is very weak. Yeah.
the level of professionalism that we offer in this industry in Thailand as
And
us
with a lesser amount of
people is way much. It's a lot more than what you get elsewhere.
Because I remember, like
I feel like we take our jobs very seriously.
I'm sure.
You know?
We do.
Yeah. When I got married, right? Like, I didn't have a planner. And I thought, like, I wasn't getting married because I wanted to get married. Like, I didn't have anyone that I could have fun with. It was like my parents' guests only, and they were like inviting random people I didn't know and things like that. And from like an initial 250 people wedding turned into an 800 people wedding, and I'm
Damn.
like,
Yeah.
ये साला बंदा कौन है?
Yeah.
Like, I have never seen you in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're-
मुफ्त में खाना खा रहा है, मुफ्त का दारू पी रहा है, and I'm like, who are these people at my wedding?
I think
Yeah.
that perspective has changed. Some people
Yeah, exactly.
are
So,
getting more
like-
smaller, more intimate
But
weddings.
there's still those big weddings.
and there's still those big weddings too.
because parents do want to,
Mm.
you know, celebrate with other people
Yeah.
who they've been to weddings of or whatever. They have a big group of people.
What are your
So, yeah.
favorite weddings? Like in terms of size and like.
I like the smaller ones, to be honest.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
The
Yeah.
intimate ones, they just feel way more
Yeah.
special. Like
yeah, because
like-
you actually get to know the guests as well. They get
Yeah.
to know you. It's it's a bit more personal.
Okay.
the level of personalization
Yeah.
that you can do at
You
an
can do.
intimate wedding is
yeah,
a lot
and you
more.
have more control. I mean, not just. I think it's just it just feels right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Any advice you have for couples who are going to get married soon?
Have a getaway tuk-tuk just in case.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Advice for people who are going to get married.
Yeah, like bride and groom to be. Any advice for
If
them?
you're hiring a wedding planner, chill out.
Yeah.
Let
and
them
have
handle.
faith.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, and trust them.
And trust the process.
That's the reason why you're hiring them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we get a bit of both. Some who are totally like just do it, and some who are like micromanagers.
Micromanaging.
So for the micromanagers, please don't.
That's
Tell
why
We got it, we
That's
got
why
it.
you're- That's why you've got
We
us
got
on
it.
board.
Tell
Yeah.
us your vision. Let's get to know each other. Let us know your story, and then let us fulfill your wishes and give you the wedding of your
Yeah.
dreams.
I think
And trust us.
exactly that. I think bring that energy to your wedding and the planning
Yeah.
process. Keep it fun. Keep
Keep
it
it
chill.
fun. Yeah.
Like trust the
Enjoy the process.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
when you come with that energy of like micromanaging on ground, things happen. When you try to control something, it doesn't always go your way.
Yeah.
And we have found, at least with the couples who let go and have fun and trust the process and have that energy around them, everything works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just falls into place.
Energy is a
The
big
universe
thing.
listens.
Energy is a
Yeah.
big thing for me, because also like we had one example where we had a storm coming in, and I think JW Marriott Cowlock will really thank us for taking their names multiple
Yeah.
times. And
Free
It's
marketing.
a great property.
I love the property. I love the
It does
chef.
rain
Although the
sometimes.
Yeah.
Silvano was just
Sometimes.
like really upset that we were going to like
So Chef
spoil his-
Silvano is the head chef there. Who's
Okay, JW Marriott Khawlak. My name is Amanpreet Kalra. I'm from Aman's Unfiltered. The next time you hear me, please give me a good discount. We've marketed the shit out of you guys.
yes,
And then
Oliver,
there's
this
Meghna.
is for you.
There you go.
So like
All the other ones are gonna call us up tomorrow and be like, guys, where
Guys,
are our names?
yeah, you should you should filter this out.
Yeah.
So like the storm was coming, we were being told by the hotel, move everything inside. But the vows, the dinner, the reception was outdoors.
Yeah.
We went to our bride, and I loved this bride. And she had nicknames for all of us. She's like, Megs, what do you think? And I'm like, I think we should do it outside. And I trust my decorator a lot. And I looked at him, and I'm like, he's my compass. He's my guiding. So he's like, no, Meghna, let's do it outside. And we pushed it. She said, I trust you guys.
Yeah.
We ended up getting a pink sunset. We did some voodoo. We did some prayers.
Knives
and we
in the
got
ground. And,
Yeah.
You know,
But
all the tricks.
Japanese rain dolls.
But
knives in the-
for me, it is the energy that you bring.
Yeah.
As a couple, if you trust the process, believe in the magic, and it is actually such a beautiful,
out.
happy moment
Yeah.
for you. If you approach it that way, everything works out for the best.
Just like
100% I
manifesting
agree.
it, right?
Yeah.
And if it's not what you want, it ends up being better than what you want.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I think the energy that the couple brings and
Yeah.
everybody brings to it is the make or break of what your wedding is.
Totally.
For sure.
All right. 3 great ladies, great insights. some great stories. Don't hate them, love them.
We'll call you tomorrow if you don't have a job.
Yeah. We'll start our own podcast. That's the plan.
Hey guys, when we used to be wedding
Wedding
planners.
planners. This is what we did.
If you guys stop getting a wedding, it's not my fault. Okay, this was all volunteer.
We should be getting more, weddings after this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
No. May all of us get plenty of weddings
Yeah.
and beautiful couples.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So congratulations on everything you guys do. Hats off to all of you guys and all the rest and others in the industry. You guys really deserve a lot. Hats off, guys.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you for having us.
Of course. Thank you for coming on. So
Thank
we
you.
had Sharan, we had Neha, and we had Meghna on my show today. And that's the end of today's segment. All right. And that, my friends, is a wrap on episode 1 of our wedding edition on Aman's Unfiltered. We've laughed, we've gasped, and maybe even teared up a little hearing from the magicians who make dream weddings happen, our lovely planners. But trust us, this is only the beginning, because in the next episode, we are talking to another set of real-time warriors, the mighty coordinators. The ones who execute the chaos with a walkie-talkie in one hand and a tissue box in the other. So stay tuned for more madness, more mics, and a whole lot more drama. This is Amanpreet Kalra, your host on Aman's Unfiltered.